everyone, it's Teresa Green from Slow Pass Wellness, and it's Mindful Monday. Today I want to talk about the idea of doing things to put yourself on the path for what you want to have in life. And one of the ways we do this, there is a metaphor I heard from Seth Godin called using mise en place, or at least mise en place. Now, mise en place is a culinary term. If you've ever watched a cooking show, you know exactly what it is, even if you don't recognize the words. It's where, as chefs, people are taught very early in their training to get all of their ingredients all chopped up, all lined up, all in little individual bowls in the order that they're going to use them, so that when it's time to cook, they already know they have all their ingredients. They already know that they don't have to take extra time when they're in a critical part of like an omelet or something and have to stop and cut stuff. They just poof, in it goes. Now, I'm not saying that in anything you do in your project that you have to have every single little detail lined up first. That's somewhat true in the culinary world with the mise en place, but not true in day-to-day life. But what you can do is the things that you can arrange, you can go on ahead and arrange. So if you know that you're going on a path that's going to take certain activities in order to reach it, you can go on ahead and have those in place, en place. You can have them ready. Henry Cloud in his Boundaries work, he talks about it as putting the systems into place that lead to your goal, rather than having a goal that's like a number, if it's weight loss or money made or something like that. To have the goal in place of what will cause those numbers to happen. And so the same thing is true in everyday life. If one of the things that you want in your everyday life is to cultivate, say, an attitude of joy, which most people think would be really nice to have, well, what causes joy? What can you put in place in your life to cause joy? Well, one of the best researched things is gratitude, as a for instance. And so there's all kinds of different ways to do gratitude. You can pick one or two or three or four that work for you and put that into your mise en place. So let's say one idea people have is to keep a gratitude journal where every day, once or twice a day, you write down a list of things that you're grateful for. So you get your journal and you put it somewhere where you know you'll use it. One of the things that I talk about for people for cultivating joy is to, when you're in an enjoyable situation, to deeply, richly enjoy that situation, really feel what, a great tasting piece of cake feels like, or what a beautiful sunset feels like, because that also can stir up feelings of gratitude within you, just kind of viscerally, just physically. So you can set that in. You can put a little checklist. I have a alarm on my phone that has a time to relish things. So every day, I think 2 o'clock is what it's set to right now, it'll go off. And even if it's at an annoying time and I turn it off, I always try to take at least a couple seconds and go, yes, that's right, this feels good. You can also, a lot of times people talk about joy as a feeling of well-being. So what causes well-being? Well, we know physically things like exercise, good rest, good food can enhance that. And it helps the body to not have things to feel bad, which can interfere with joy. So again, with a mise en place, what do you want to do for that? You make sure you buy vegetables that are things that you would want to eat, so that when it comes time to fix them, those are your choices. You can prepare things ahead. So mise en place is not exactly that, but it's a metaphor for what I want to talk about today. So for today, what I'm suggesting is prepare yourself for the life that you want, and look at the things you want, and then backtrack into what is it that will make that happen. I talked about this in another Mindful Monday episode called Taking Care of Future You, where you look at yourself and say, okay, what would the future me appreciate having done for already? And doing that. So it's kind of the same idea. It's setting things up for success. So for your Mindful Monday today, think about what you want. And that can be a very concrete thing, like, an extra $10,000. Or it can be a very subjective thing, like to feel happier, or to be braver, or anything like that. And then see either if you already know, what does it take to have that? Or if you don't know, that can be part of your mise en place, is to look that up, to find out, what do brave people have in common? And one of the things that I know I read about a lot with that is they have the ability to sit with uncomfortable feelings, not deny them, but not sink into them either, and to recognize that uncomfortable feelings are part of the price of a well-lived life. You feel the discomfort, you accept the discomfort, And then you decide, is this discomfort something that's telling me to back up, or is it something that tells me I have to move through it to move on? So they're just a couple really quick examples. So mise en place, as it applies to Mindful Monday. Get the materials that you need, put them in the places where you will use them, and then turn up the flames, baby. All right, so have a wonderful, wonderful week. I will see you next week, and I wish you a very nice Mindful Monday.